Hello, I'm Nick McArdle and thanks for joining me for another episode of Reds TV. After the week off, the Reds are well rested and ready to take on the Stormers at Suncorp Stadium. Excitement is certainly building for one of the matches of the season. There's obviously no game to review from last week, so instead let's relive what happened the last time the Reds took on the Stormers.
When the Reds took on the Stormers last year, they ran out to a packed stadium at Newlands, ready for what would prove to be a pivotal point in their championship season. The game soon turned into a close contest, but Quade Cooper's pinpoint kicking managed to keep the boys in front. The Reds worked the Stormers' defence to breaking point, forcing the home side to make twice as many tackles as the Reds in the opening half. The Reds continued to drill the Stormers' line in the second 40, frustrating the home side, resulting in hooker Dion Faree being sent to the bin with just 13 minutes left in the game. Quade Cooper wasted no time increasing his side's lead, with another kick leaving Stormers fans to watch on in dismay. The Reds sealed the win in the 73rd minute when Mike Harris crossed over for the only try of the match. The Reds walked away 19-6 victors to end their first ever South African tour undefeated and having snatched the #1 position from the Stormers. The Reds face a similar challenge this week, with the Stormers again proving they're a force to be reckoned with, sitting on top of the South African Conference and second overall.
I'd have to be Nick Frisbee and his eyebrow combing. I stumbled in before a game to his room one time and I saw him combing his eyebrows. So make sure the hair was all going in the right direction. They're pretty bushy, but I still didn't think he was able to comb them, but I was wrong. I suppose we're both pretty supportive of each other, and she likes to ask me any questions she has about rugby. She's still fairly new to the game, so I sort of help her out when I can and all that stuff, but there's no real competition.
That looks like a hamstring problem for Ben Lucas, and the injury woes for both teams.
I suppose a lot of strengthening. You've got to make the muscles and stuff stronger around it as well, so I guess a lot of muscle strengthening in your glutes and around that muscle, so yeah.
Now there's something that you thought you'd never see. No, James Horwill hasn't turned all bad boy on us. He and fellow Reds role model Mike Harris were lending their support to the Queensland Police Citizens Youth Club and were thrown in a Queen Street Mall jail to do time to stop youth crime. As part of National Youth Week, PCYC launched Time for Kids, a nationwide fundraising event that saw PCYC jails spring up across Queensland and into more than 40 communities.
We're doing it for PCYC Time for Kids to kick off Youth Week and to raise money to try and keep kids off the street and out of jail.
Well, the aim of it is to raise money so that we can intervene and direct kids away from a life of crime. So what we can do is we would rather spend $1 keeping them out of crime than $5 to keep them in jail. So yeah, it's all about trying to do the right thing now as opposed to when it's too late. But no, they were good. They're the sort of guys that we want the young people of today to look up to, and they're what you might call good role models.
PCYC has 52 branches across Queensland, and their inspiring youth development and crime prevention programs help over 50,000 young Queenslanders each year.
I think, as a professional sporting team, we have a responsibility to help the community and help the young kids, and I think if we can raise awareness for this, and I think the PCYC do a fantastic job across Queensland, so we're hoping to raise about $250,000 across Queensland for PCYC, and it's a good initiative that the Reds are really happy to be involved with.
James and Mike were locked up for just over an hour before they had raised the necessary $500 each to be sprung out of the clink. The boys were proud to lend their support to the PCYC program and help raise funds in an effort to cut levels of youth crime throughout Queensland.
Queensland Reds fans have the exciting opportunity to meet their favourite Reds player, thanks to Queensland Reds principal naming rights sponsor, St George Bank. The competition gives 8 lucky fans the chance to attend a Queensland Reds training session and meet their favourite member of the Reds in person. 2 competition winners have already had the chance to meet their Queensland rugby heroes, and this week RedsTV joined the competition's 3rd winner, Georgia McDonald, as she caught up with her favourite player, Reds and Wallabies lock, Rob Simmons. Georgia got an inside look at what goes on at a Queensland Reds training session, as well as a chance to sit down and have a chat with Rob about rugby and his life outside.
Rob is my favourite player because I first got into rugby by watching the Wallabies, and he was a Wallaby, so yeah. He was really nice, it was really cool. Yeah, he seemed really down to earth.
You too can have the chance to meet your favourite member of the Reds. Just simply visit the St George Bank Facebook page or visit the St George Queensland Reds HQ on game days.
In the aftermath of the tragic floods that have ravaged the islands of Fiji, the reality of the disaster has hit home for Reds Fijian cult hero Radiki Samo. His home village of Narewa has been completely destroyed in the floods. Radiki and Queensland Rugby have launched a campaign, Froze for Fiji, to help raise funds for his village. You can donate directly using the bank details provided or make a gold coin donation at the Stormers game. For more information, visit the Queensland Reds website.
Save my fry, raise some money for Fiji, visit the Reds website.
When greatness calls, we will respond.
Thanks for joining me for another episode of Reds TV. Best of luck to the Reds this weekend against the Stormers. The Reds will be keen to notch another win at home before crossing the ditch for their two-game tour of New Zealand. Make sure you're at the game. Visit ticketek.com.au and secure your seat for Friday night kickoff, 7:40 local time. Make sure you tune in next week for more exclusive behind-the-scenes action. And don't forget to send in your questions to @Reds_rugby. I'm Nick McArdle. See you next week.
Straightens, Digby Ioane up over the 22 and straight through!